Like FPL team reveals, well, Fantasy Football Fix don't do things the traditional way. The Elite 11 is unlike any other team reveal, offering real-time tracking data. The combined Elite 11 boasts an unrivaled 74 top 10k and 55 top 5k finishes. You can follow transfers, captain selections, and activated chips used by the Elite 11 managers, all live and in real time. You can also track the Consensus 11, an amalgamation of the Elite 11, combining the Elite 11 managers' FPL knowledge into one aggregated team for you to follow. As the start of the new season draws ever closer, we can begin to take stock of player ownership levels. Here are 5 players, owned by a considerable number of FPL managers, that I'll personally be looking to avoid in my initial Game Week 1 team, for various reasons. After earning the second highest points tally amongst Leeds players last season, Stuart Dallas sits in almost 18% of teams. But formerly classified as a defender, the Northern Ireland international will receive 3 fewer points for a clean sheet this time around, and 1 fewer point for each goal. In fairness, if he's able to come close to replicating his 8 goals and 3 assists, the 30-year-old still stands out amongst midfielders priced at 5.5 million or less. Only Ruben Neves surpassed his 4.57 expected goals figure from that group of players. But amongst Leeds teammates, Jack Harrison and Rafinha both offer considerably greater attacking potential for just that little bit more in price. After an impressive start last season, Jamie Vardy went on to score just twice in open play since the turn of the year, amassing 4 goals and 7 assists in 19 appearances. But the 34-year-old has been handed his highest ever starting price, at 10.5 million. Admittedly, Leicester have a kind run of matches to begin the season, but Kelechi Iheanacho could continue to offer far better value. The Nigerian bagged 11 goals and 2 assists from Game Week 26 onwards, outscoring his strike partner by 33 FPL points. Additionally, there's uncertainty amongst the Foxes' attack, following the signing of 22-year-old striker Patson Daka, and with James Maddison and Harvey Barnes returning from injury. After impressing with England at Euro 2020, Jack Grealish is the 3rd most selected midfielder in the game. But it's difficult to assess his FPL potential for Game Week 1, while the transfer saga involving a potential move to Manchester City rumbles on. We've seen situations in the past where managers leave players out of the team until they either commit their future or move on. And that's the kind of thing we need to be wary of. Even if the 25-year-old does end up featuring against Watford, there's now a tempting alternative amongst the Aston Villa midfield in the form of new signing Emi Buendia. The Argentine offers a small saving at 6.5 million, enjoyed a title-winning campaign with Norwich last season, and already boasts Premier League experience. Selected by almost 18% of managers, Patrick Bamford is the 5th most owned forward ahead of Game Week 1. But with an abundance of mid-price forward options, and Rafinha offering a cheaper and perhaps more fruitful route into the Leeds attack, the 27-year-old may be expendable early on. Leeds take on United, Everton and Liverpool in the first 4 game weeks, each given a difficulty rating of 4. It's also worth taking note of Rodrigo's impressive end of season form, and the threat that could cause in terms of reduced game time for Bamford. No forward scored more goals or earned more FPL points in the final 4 game weeks. One of Gareth Southgate's most selected players when available, Mason Mount played a key role for England at Euro 2020. When players return late from international tournaments over the summer, there's always a concern that they won't be fully up to speed early on. That's compounded by the fact that Chelsea have a gruelling start to the season, facing 4 of the big 6 in the opening 6 game weeks. There's uncertainty as to who will emerge as the best FPL asset amongst the Blues' attack next season. Kai Havertz enjoyed a strong end to the campaign, while forgotten men Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic have both featured in pre-season. So it may be worth hanging back and waiting to decide which Chelsea midfielder to jump on ahead of their Game Week 7 fixture swing.